Hi everyone, let us start with real numbers, exercise 2.6 and question number 3 today. If root 2 is equal to 1.414 and root 3 is equal to 1.732 and root 5 value is given, root 10 value is given. Then find the values of the following up to 3 places of decimal. So we have to find this root 40 minus root 20 up to 3 places of decimal. So first let us move on to the first question, root 40 minus root 20. So this could be, let's start our solution. The first question is root 40 minus root 20. So what's happening here is, you find that directly? It's not possible because let us try factorizing it first. So 2, 20, and then you can put your 2 and then a 10. And then if you could see, you can further put 2 also and a 5. But if you see, this is the square root. So till this you can keep it up and you can club this and keep it. Because we have got a root 10 value also, it is easy to multiply. So then again if you put 20, 20 is not also a perfect square. So if you take 20 here, this will be like 10. And then if you put 2 here, you could put 5 here. Here you have got 2, 2, which is a perfect square. So it is better you take the perfect square outside and leave the remaining inside it. So what I am going to do here is root 40 is equal to this 2 into 2 is 2 square and then 2 into 5. This is equal to 2 square into 2 and into 5. Now the next thing will be square root of 20. How can you write it? This is again 2 square into 5. So this will be 2 square into 5. So now what we can do is, you can take this 2, since this is square root, you can take this 2 square outside with a simple 2. Then you put your square root symbol and write the remaining stuff. So 2 into 5 is nothing but your 10. Minus, again here also you can take your 2 outside the square, outside of square root as 2 and square root of 5. So now if you could see, you have got square root of 10 value. What is the square root of 10 value? 3.162. You can put 3.162 minus, what is square root of 5 value? Minus 2 of, close the bracket and put your minus 2, and for square root of 5 also you have got some values, 2.236. So hope you understood this. Factorize it and then take the squares outside and then substitute the values. Now it is easy, right? You can find these values. One another thing also, you can either multiply this inside and do it, and also you can take 2 as a common stuff. In math, do your sums as simple as possible, as easy as possible. Don't complicate it. Okay. So minus 2.236. You understand this step? I'm taking this 2 common outside. So now what you can do is, we have to minus this. So let me minus this. 3.162 minus of 2.236. So what's happening is, you take this 12 and then this will be a 5. And if you see, this could be your 5, 6 again. 5 minus 3 is 2, and again if you put this, be always very careful, though it might seem simple, but sometimes don't enter wrongly, so the total question will be wrong. 0.926. So now if you could see, this is 2 times of 0.926. Okay, then what happens is, you have to multiply this 0.926 by 2. So let us, I don't have any space, so let us move this up a little. And so this could be, help me write it here, 0.926 multiplied by 2. Again do it very carefully, since 2's are 12, 1 2 is 4 and a 5, and 9 2's are 18, so put it directly, 1.852. So 1.852 is your answer. So the thing you have to understand here is, though we have got this, whatever, you can take it as a perfect square, take it outside. Others put it inside and try applying the values directly. Here if you see, you have got square root of 2 and square root of 5. Even though we have got the values for square root of 2 and 5, please don't use that. Then it will become complicated. You have to multiply 1.414 into 2.236. So please don't do that. Try to do your questions as simple and easier as possible. So with this, I will conclude this first question and let us move on to the second question. Let's move on to the second part of this question, which is nothing but square root of 300 and plus square root of 90 and minus of square root of 8. So here also the first and foremost step will be factorize all your numbers. Okay. So when I factorize means you have to put, if you want to go with 2 or go with 5. 6 5s are 30. And then again this will be 5. 1 5 is 5, 2 5s are 10. And then you will get 3, 3 and then 4 3s are 12. And the 3, sorry, 2. 2 and a 2. So from this you can understand, like, you can take your 2 squares and 5 squares. The 3 will remain inside. And for 90, let us see what we can do. Can do is 3. 3 threes are 9. You can start with any number, but make sure that is a prime number. Avoid any confusions. So 2 and 2, again this is a 5. Here what we have got at least 2 are squares. And then 8, you know as such, 8 is nothing but 3 times of 2. So anyways, I'll write it here. So now if I move on to our question, root of 300. So root of 300, how we can write it is 5 square into 3 into 2 square into 3. So this is your 300. 5 square this one, 2 square is this one, and then your 3 alone. Plus, what is square root of 90? Square root of 90 is nothing but this is 3 square and a 2 and a 5. So you can write it as 3 square into 2 into 5. You have to multiply all the factors. And then if you go ahead, you have to write your 8. So for 8, you can write it as minus square root of this 2 you can club, right? So that will be a 2 square into a 2. So if you could see here, I can take this outside, right, outside of the square root, which means 5 into 2, I can take it outside of the square root, and then this is a 3, plus 3, I can take it outside of the square root, and 5 2s are 10, minus 2, I can take it outside, and 2. Now if you could see, we have got the values of all. The square root of 2 is here, 1.414. Square root of 10 is here, it is 3.612. Square root of 3 is also 1.732. So now the next step will be 5 2s are 10. 10 into, what is the value of square root of 3? 1.732 plus 3 into, what is the value of square root of 10? Yeah, 3.162. And then the value of square root of 2 you have to apply, which will be 1.414. So hereafter it will be normal multiplication and additions. Till this you have to check how you can do it. So please make sure that you do the factorization and take the squares and then do it. So let's continue our subtraction, multiplication, addition, everything. So here what comes next is 10 into 1.732. Multiplying by 10 means your point will move to the right by one step. So that will be 17.32. You can write it directly. Now this step you have to carefully multiply it. 3.162 into a 3 will be equal to 2 3s are 6, 6 3s are 18, 1 3 is 3, 4, 3 3s are 9. So 9.486. No hurries, do it carefully. Then minus, this we can do it directly to, it is not going to overlap, so 2.828. Now finally you have to add this and subtract this too. So what I am going to do is, you can do any way, so let me subtract this 2, minus 2.828. So this will be, so I have done this addition and subtraction for you, and then you have to do the addition of 17 points. So make sure you write this correctly. 17.32 3, 2. So make the points sitting straightly and then put a 0 here. So this is how you do your addition. So while doing additions and subtractions and multiplications, please be careful, else the final answer might go wrong. So 3, 2. So this is here 23978. So our final answer is 23.978. So these additions, please subtractions, multiplications, whatever, please do it carefully. So hope you understood this question. The question is nothing but factories, factories, factories. So that is the only step you have to remember everywhere, and take the square numbers outside and this start applying your values. Here also, please don't do the square root of 2 and square root of 5. It will be complicated again because square root of 2 is 1.414 and square root of 5 is 1.236. See how complicated your question will go. So don't do like this. Just club it again and put it 10. 10 means you have to multiply only once. Else to multiply by this, then you have to multiply by 3, then you have to do headache. Either you will end up some answer like this, but anyways, you make it little less complicated. So with this, I conclude this question. Hope you understood this. I will give a clear note of it in the next slide. You can refer to it if you have got any doubts. Thanks for watching. Bye.